Marsie called the producer of The Late Show with David Letterman. He told us that he could get us tickets for that night's performance if we would head right down to the theater. We rushed right down to the theater, and here we are with our VIP passes. We did not have to stand in line like the people outside here. They allowed us to stand in line inside the theater. It pays to be a VIP. We were in the second row in the balcony, which the ushers told us was the best spot to be. Anyway, here is Paul Schaefer and the CBS Orchestra. During each commercial break, they play an entire song. The show is filmed at 3:30 in the afternoon, and by 4:30 it was all over. Here is Marsie standing up after the show was over, and the Paul Schaefer Orchestra is still playing a song. Wow, what an experience. Here we are after the show was taped outside the theater. And to think, if we hadn't been snowed in, we never would have seen the show. We discovered that Jose Feliciano was playing that night at the Iridian Jazz Club. We had to see him. Marsie has known Jose Feliciano's wife since she was 14 years old, when Marsie was the head of the Cincinnati chapter of the Jose Feliciano Fan Club, and Susan was the head of the Detroit chapter of the Jose Feliciano Fan Club. And guess what? She ended up marrying him. Les Paul had played at Monday nights at the Iridium for years. But when he died, they decided to have guest artists come in. And the guest artist for this night was Jose Feliciano.
First of all, I want to thank Tom So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And I want to thank my children, Jonathan, Michael, and Melissa. I want to thank my wife who's here today. She shows me her support. And she's been cooking up some good meals. I love the holidays. Anyway, thank you so much. God bless you, and may you have the merriest of Christmas.
Marsie got to see her friend Susan, who is now Jose Feliciano's wife, and she invited us to go backstage after the show. Here is Marsie backstage with Susan and Jose Feliciano. Here I am, giving him some advice about playing the guitar.
This way. Honey, turn around here and tell me who you met.
Oh, who did I meet?
Yes.
I met Susan and Jose Feliciano.
All right.
Here we are looking for ourselves in the audience shots of Late Night with David Letterman.
How you doing? Thank you very much. Welcome to the show. A lot of snow. A lot of people stranded. Folks stranded here.
Yeah, we are.
It's crazy in New York City. Honestly,
We're stranded.
8 feet of fresh powder over on 8th Avenue.
How many feet?
And all lifts are running, so it's great. Fantastic.
Now we're going to look at us,
Seems
sweetie.
like the climate conference has really started to work.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
You got your hand in front of my face.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Now.
To find Mayor Bloomberg.
I gotta get potty.
Okay.
It's a tiny little guy. I was walking through Central Park today and saw a squirrel salting his nuts. That bad. That bad.
Here we are in the audience wearing our 3D glasses, watching Avatar.
You Jake Sully? I'd like to talk to you about a fresh start on a new world. You'd be making a difference. I became a Marine for the hardship. I told myself I can pass any test a man can pass. All I ever wanted was a single thing worth fighting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are not in Kansas anymore. You're on Pandora.
You should see your faces.
We have an indigenous population called the Na'vi. They are very hard to kill.
This is why we're here. Because this little gray rock sells for 20 million a kilo. Their village happens to be resting on the richest deposit, and they need to relocate. Those savages are threatening our whole operation. We're on the brink of war, and you're supposed to be finding a diplomatic solution.
The concept is to drive these remotely controlled bodies, called avatars. They're grown from human DNA, mixed with DNA of the natives.
Marine in an avatar body. That's a potent mix. You get me what I need, I'll see to it you get your legs back. Your real legs.
Hell yeah, sir.
Looks like you. This is your avatar.
Just relax and let your mind go blank. It shouldn't be hard for you.
Jake, it's real simple. I want you to learn from the inside. I want you to gain their trust.
You should not be here. Go back. All this is your fault.
I need your help. Outstanding.
Haven't gotten lost in the woods, have you?
You forget what team you're playing for?
happened?
Everything changed. Jake gets crazy here. 4 inches rolling and there's no stopping him.
We're going up against gunships with bows and arrows.
Well, I guess we better stop him.
Send us a message that they can take whatever they want. But we will send them a message. That this is our land.
The next day, at all the tourist attractions, they did a really good job of clearing off the sidewalks. Here we are at Macy's. Here is Marsie at one of the famous storefront windows at Macy's. Finally, it was Wednesday morning and time to take off. Finally, we were able to leave New York, although we had a great time. In the air, taking off and leaving the island of Manhattan.